So today I'm going to present to you ZOOMcatalog, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how suppliers are using ZOOMcatalog, and also how suppliers in the industry are cutting back on their print catalogs, looking towards their digital strategy, and figuring out ways in which they can adjust that strategy to optimize and increase reach, get more distributors and end users into those catalogs, and also how to proactively use these tools in-house to help sales and marketing as well. So I'd like to start with a little bit of background about ZOOMcatalog. We started in the industry in 2009, and initially what we were trying to do was address what we saw as a print catalog problem. So suppliers were printing and shipping tons of catalogs every year, and distributors would get all of these catalogs in the mail. They'd have to take these catalogs and organize them into filing cabinets and then use them to find products and ideas. Obviously, this was extremely inefficient and it made it difficult to find products. It was difficult to share the catalogs with customers. For suppliers, it was next to impossible to actually measure how effective it was printing and shipping all those catalogs. And we decided there had to be a better way. And that was when ZOOMcatalog was born. So we decided to take all the supplier catalogs, digitize them, put them online, and then also put them into a search engine and make them fully searchable. So to this day, you can still come to ZOOMcatalog.com and find all of the industry catalogs, as well as search them by keyword, product ID, etc. So now distributors were going from this giant filing cabinet of print catalogs to a website they could go to instantaneously find what they were looking for and share those items or those catalogs. So I will give you a little insight into the search engine and how it works, but our focus today is really distribution. How can you increase your online presence? So I will talk a little bit about how the search engine and our distribution network can help you, but I'll also give you some tips and tricks on things you can do to make your catalog even better. So these are things you can do with or without ZOOMcatalog, but highly recommend, and they're trends we're seeing other suppliers do more of. After the search engine, we launched a couple of other products, which we'll touch on as well, but let's get started by looking at ZOOMcatalog.com, which is a hub for anybody to go to find these marketing materials. We started off with catalogs, but since have evolved. So now there are also flyers on there and other sell sheets. So it's a wonderful resource for anybody who's looking for products, not only distributors, but also end users. So I can come to ZOOMcatalog.com and type in a keyword. So I'll look for tumblers, hit search, and our system will go find every page in every catalog that has that specific item on it. So as you can see, this is way faster than my filing cabinet trying to page through all these catalogs. I now see exactly every page from every supplier that has the item. So I can see the supplier's name, I can see the cover of their catalog, and then also the pages inside the catalog that have the matching keyword. So you can see I have the Debco holiday catalog here and their tumblers, which there are 4 of. Here's best holiday. So lots of different options to look through. As I'm browsing these, I can include and choose to enlarge the results. So now you can see I'm looking at logo included catalog and I'm looking for tumblers, and there's 6 pages within this catalog that have tumblers on them. So now I can browse and see these pages really nice and large. It's a really nice visual way of searching. So we do often get asked, how is this different from Sage and ASI? And as you can see, we're working within the catalog pages. So these product images are really nice and big. There's often lifestyle shots and other imagery to really help convey the product. So we can go through here and see what's available. Now, as a distributor, if I find something that I like, there's a couple ways I could share this item. So down here, you can see I could print, download, or email the page, or I can click on this catalog icon, which is going to open the catalog up to that page. Now, this is basically like having that print catalog open on my desk. So I see the item I'm interested in, but I can also page through backwards and forwards to see what else is available here. A couple of different ways I could share this catalog is, first of all, I can copy and paste this link. You can see it has the page number 62, which shows this specific page. So if I were to send this on to my end user, they would click it, it would open to this page, they'll see the item I'm recommending. but they can continue browsing. And this is really awesome for you guys because now they're not just sharing one of your items, they're sharing the entire catalog. So they're putting more of your products in front of their end users, and could potentially end up in additional sale or that end user finding other items they'd like to order. We also see a lot of suppliers using their catalogs in this way. So whether you're a sales rep or somebody in marketing, you can direct people to products on a page. So for example, if somebody called and wanted a recommendation for a specific project and this was the perfect item for them, you could page to it in your Zoom catalog. You'll see the page number 66, send it to them and say, hey, here's the mug we were recommending for your project, but feel free to browse the rest of our catalog and share the catalog with your customers. So a really nice way, again, to share your products with somebody while making a suggestion as well. Now, a few other things I want to point out inside of the Zoom catalog. So we have a menu on the right-hand side, and these are tools that we have refined down. Back when we first started, we had tons of different tools and features, but we've really paid close attention to what distributors and end users are using in the catalog, as we wanted to make it simple and clean and really easy to use. So now what we have left are the core tools that are used on a day-to-day basis by distributors and end users. Most of them are self-explanatory, so I won't go through all of them, but a few to highlight. The search is really nice. I can search for a product ID or a keyword within this catalog. So the difference being, when I searched earlier, I searched across all the catalogs in the industry. Here I'm searching specifically in Logo Included's catalog. Another great feature that distributors absolutely love is the snipping tool. So the snipping tool allows me to actually cut images off the pages. So this is a great resource for distributors who are looking for product shots to use in presentations or to post on social media, to add to their website. They can come in here, put a box around the item they want to grab, hit clip, and now they have this great product image that they can post on social or use it in an email blast, put it in an email signature, et cetera, et cetera. So we often get feedback from distributors saying that Zoom Catalog is a goldmine for product imagery and lifestyle shots. So one tip I have for you, which we'll come back to, is really consider the images that you're using in your catalog. Make them large, make them really detailed and nice. Make it easy for somebody to take a snip of that product and then use it where they need it. So we'll come back to the trends for your catalog design, but images is a really important one, and one that's trending quite a lot right now. Just going to pause real quick and see if I have any questions. Nope. Okay. I did forget to mention that if you do have questions throughout our webinar, please feel free to type them into the chat box and we'll get them answered at the end. All right, so we can snip images. This is also great for your team or your reps, so they can grab images from your catalog as well. And then another fun feature that's really trending right now is videos. So suppliers are focused on making videos for their products, highlighting features and showing the capabilities of the items. And you can actually embed your videos throughout your catalog. So this is a great example. You can see there's different play buttons on these items. So now if I click on it, it does not take me away from the catalog, but I can do a video about that product. And then I can even go ahead and take that video and share it and send it to my customer. So making your catalog video enabled just adds another layer of interactivity and makes it really nice for either the distributor or end user who's browsing your catalog. And then we, of course, summarize all of the videos that are in this catalog. So I can go through and see what products are here, take videos from the catalog, jump to the page where that item is found. So if you're looking to add videos to your catalog, we're more than happy to help you. It's actually really, really simple. So contact us if you need assistance with that, and we can get your catalogs video enabled. All right, so your Zoom catalogs are going to be added to our search engine when you join Zoom Catalog and become a member. So we will take your catalog PDF and we will convert it. We will put it in our industry specific viewer. We'll make sure it's interactive, that links and videos are imported and that the images are really nice and clear. And then we give you back your catalog link. So you can use that link also on your own website. You can give it to distributors to use on their website. You can use it to post on social media, send an email blast. So one big mistake that we often see is just suppliers taking the time to get their digital catalog from us and then not really doing anything about it. They might link it somewhere on their website and then they're done. However, by joining ZOOMcatalog, not only do you get this link that you can now use in a plethora of ways, but we are going to distribute it through our network. So we have thousands of people coming to ZOOMcatalog searching for products and ideas. So your catalog pages will be indexed into our search engine. And then we have a few other networks that we distribute your catalog through. So I will explain a couple of those. One is that we have a lot of industry partners. So we work with the different buying groups, the regional associations, and all of these different associations and groups are using our tools. So what we've done is we've built them their own mini search engine that includes just the suppliers that are in their network. So if you are preferred with any of these buying groups or part of the regional associations, when you add your catalog to ZOOMcatalog, it's automatically going to be added into any of these partner sites that you are associated with. So for example, I Promote You, they have an I Promote You catalog search engine, and it's available to all their distributors, and the distributors link it up to their website. If you're preferred with them, when you add your catalog, you're going to be found in there as well. So that is just another way to distribute your catalog to the industry and ultimately get to end users. So just as an example, I have the, let's see, here, the American Solutions for Business catalog search. So you can see all the catalogs here, very similar to ZOOMcatalog.com, but it's only the preferred catalog. So I can search Tumblr, and now I'm seeing tumblers from the preferred American Solutions suppliers. So really nice resource. And again, you'll be included automatically if you are part of any of these groups. And then we also have a tool called Build a Search. And this is for distributors who want to add the catalogs to their own website. So basically what they do is they make a little mini search engine that plugs right into their website. It's really quick and easy. And now that allows their website visitors to come and browse, search, and share the catalogs. So by adding your catalog to ZOOMcatalog.com, you're automatically added to thousands of distributor websites through our mini search engine. So again, just additional reach, a little bit more extensive than just linking it up to your website. We are getting it out there. We're making sure those people that ultimately are going to be interested have it in front of them. And then of course, we give you all the insight and tracking that you need. So with your membership, you will get access to a dashboard where you can go and see how your catalogs are performing, where the visitors are coming from to view them. It also shows you how much traffic is being generated from your website versus ZOOMcatalog versus other places. So there's amazing information there. And we have a lot of suppliers who use that information to make decisions on what catalogs they should do more of, or what types of catalogs people are most interested in, or where people are viewing their catalog from most. So we're always happy to jump on a call and review your analytics with you, but you can actually get some super valuable information from that to help you make decisions around your catalogs and what catalogs you should be working on and where you should be putting them. So that's the search engine. We are keeping it short, so there is quite a bit more detail about these tools and our networks, but for the sake of time, if there's more, if you want to get a little bit more in-depth look at the search and our distribution network, reach out to your account rep, and if you don't have one, let us know, we'll hook you up with one, and we'll do a one-on-one demo and really get in there and talk through your catalog strategy, and show you the reach you'll be getting by becoming a member. All right, so after we launched the search engine, we started getting a lot of requests from distributors who loved the catalogs. They loved how easy it was to share them, put them on their website, use them for marketing. But there were some that did not want the supplier name on those catalogs. So while they were still end user friendly, the pricing was coded, some distributors really just didn't want the mention of the supplier at all. And that's where we decided to build what we call Zoom Custom. So Zoom Custom is a tool that allows distributors to put their logo and information onto your catalog, get their own unique URL, and take that URL and then use it wherever they want. So you have an option to make your catalog or catalogs customizable through our website. And what that means is distributors will come here. They will log in, so they need a free account with us so that we can save their logo and save their catalog. Let me just quickly get logged in here. And within under a minute, they can now make any of these catalogs their own. So I'm going to show you how quick and easy that is. So let's do a little scenario. So I'm a distributor and I want to do a campaign for holiday products. I want to post it on social media. I want to put it on my website. I want to email it to my top customers. So I'm going to come to ZOOMcatalog and I'm going to find the perfect catalog for this marketing campaign. So let's say we want to do the Midnight Snacks holiday catalog. All I have to do is click on customize, and it's going to take me through 3 simple steps to make this catalog my own. As a distributor, I may have limited resources to actually design a beautiful catalog. I don't have the photography or even maybe the team members needed to put something like this together. So what I'm going to do is repurpose all the hard work that this supplier put into designing their holiday catalog. So I'm going to name my catalog. Hit start. And then I'm going to adjust my logo. So you can see my logo is already here. It's not quite in the right spot. So I'm going to resize it, click drag, and place it where I think it looks best. I can also choose to upload a different logo. I could even put my customer's logo on here. And if I'm feeling really ambitious, I could design an entirely new cover. Once I'm happy with the way that looks, I'll hit next. And then I'll add my contact information. So here I'm going to just double check my information looks good. I can choose to add or remove anything. So if I decide, I don't want my address on this catalog, go ahead and turn that off. And then I can even add an additional message here. So sale through December 2021. So I'll put a little message in there, reformat it. All right, so now I'm happy with the way it looks. I'm going to hit save, and that's it. So you can see 3 simple steps under a minute, and I've taken this beautiful catalog and made it my own. So this is busy generating. I will show you exactly what it looks like once it's ready, but I'm going to get my own link and I can now build it into all those things I mentioned. So I could write a caption and post it on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. I can take a little screenshot and put it into my email signature. So anybody I email for the next month or 2 is going to see my holiday catalog in my email signature. I could do a really great email blast through MailChimp or Constant Contact and send everybody my new holiday catalog that way. I could put a banner on my website and link my catalog there. So these catalogs are really versatile and really awesome for distributors. They get a really professional looking piece. It looks like I designed it internally at my company, and it gives my customers the opportunity to browse these products. So you can see my logos on the cover. My contact information is in the corner, and now whoever has this can come through here and browse. And of course, we can also minimize the information here, but my information is permanently stuck to this catalog. So no matter who ends up with it, they know they need to contact me to place their order. And then all the same tools as I showed you before. So we can use the snipping tool to grab great images off of the catalog pages. We can share by sharing this link, search, social, etc. So distributors have free access to customize as many of these catalogs as they'd like and use them however they like. We have hundreds of catalogs customized every day. So by making your catalog customizable, people can come here and make it their own. Again, we give you that analytical information. So you're going to be able to see in your dashboard who's customizing your catalog, how much traffic they're generating, when they customized it. That information is really powerful. It is great sales information. You can see, maybe the specific distributor has generated 200 views in the last day or 2. That's a hot lead. So you may want to contact them. Or maybe somebody customized it and they only shared it once or twice. Maybe you can reach out to them and help them put it on their website. That's just information that if you're proactive with it could ultimately lead to a lot more sales. You can even correlate that with your sales as well. So you'll see who's sharing your catalogs often, and more likely than not, you're going to see that those specific distributors are putting sales through with you guys. So as mentioned, I can come here as a distributor and customize these catalogs as my own. But we also understand it's really important for people visiting your website to have tools to be able to share your products. So when you actually add your catalog to ZOOMcatalog, we're also going to give you your own portal. So this is a portal that we've set up. So each supplier that has customizable catalogs and flyers, which I'll mention in a moment, they get their portal with us, which is a little place that has just your content. This is something you can link onto your website so that anybody who's visiting your website can customize your catalog flyers and make these pieces their own. So this is a great resource to link up to your site and enhance your website, giving your visitors the additional resources they may need. So every time you add, update, and remove a catalog, your portal will automatically update. So once you've added your portal to your website, you don't have to touch it again. You can be assured that it's going to always reflect the newest catalogs that you're launching, that those that are expiring are coming down, and the same goes for flyers. So let me just jump back over here and talk about flyers for a moment. So in addition to customizable catalogs, we have customizable flyers. So these flyers are different from catalogs in that they are generally 1 to 4 pages and they don't have a cover. They also often have a shorter lifespan. So they could be a seasonal flyer, or they could be something promoting a specific product category or a new product that just launched. It could be products for a category like work from home or back to school. You name it. There's a lot of different types of flyers we see on Zoom, but it's a powerful resource for distributors. They often come here, they'll sort by latest, and they'll see what new flyers have been released to the industry. So you'll see a really diverse group of different flyers here. So as a distributor, I might want to come here, customize these as my own, grab it, and then share it in all those places I've mentioned. So again, this is just a really nice way for me as a distributor to have really nice looking marketing pieces with my branding and logo on them without having to do all the hard work of graphic design, photography, etc. So I'll quickly show you how to customize a flyer, or how distributors customize a flyer. So I click customize. Here's the flyer I'm going to make my own. I can add images, text, shapes onto the design. So here are my logos. If I upload one, it saves to my account, so I don't have to upload it every time. And then I simply drag the logo and drop it where I think it looks best. I could even add additional contact information here, or maybe some pricing. If I'm happy with the way it looks, let me actually put the logo in the middle here. I'll go ahead and hit save and share, name my flyer, save and continue, and that's it. So now I have this great branded flyer that I can use in any format that I need. So I get a link that I could share it online. I can download it as a PDF, even a high-res PDF if I want to print it. I can download it as a PNG if I want to post it on social. And I can even send it out through an email blast through MailChimp, Constant Contact, or any other email provider. So even our industry providers like Sage and ASI. So we can see now, here's my flyer that I can share on, my logos on it. So the flyers are great because you can add lots of them to our site. We shuffle them up so people visit here to see what's new. Seasonal flyers do super well. Distributors are using these in their social media marketing efforts, in their email blasts on their website. And then another really great feature of this is that we know a lot of suppliers get a lot of requests from distributors for customized flyers. They want you to do the work. They don't want to take time to customize them, but they want them customized. Well, this tool gives your entire team the ability to actually customize your marketing materials for distributors. So what I mean by that is that your flyers and your catalogs will end up on your portal. Find the portal again. Sorry, here it is. So all my flyers and catalogs are here. So as a sales rep of your company, I could come here and say, you know, this distributor's asked for our best sellers flyer. I can log in, I can quickly add their distributor information. I can have a library of all my distributor logos, save it and send it back to them. So now you can fulfill a lot more of those requests for custom pieces from your distributors. All right, so going back to ZOOMcatalog, in addition to people being able to customize your catalogs and flyers on ZOOMcatalog, They can from your portal, which you'll link up to your website. But again, we also include them in our partner networks. So we have these mini portals set up for all of our different buying groups and associations. So increased distribution is, the core feature of what we're offering here. You are going to get a lot more exposure, and you're going to get all the analytical information to be able to manage and track all of that as well. So just to summarize so far, I've shown you the ZOOMcatalog search engine. This is where distributors and end users come to find the industry catalogs. They can search them by keyword, find great product photography, use them in their marketing and sales, really anywhere they want. Then we have Zoom Custom. So Zoom Custom is a place where distributors can come to find marketing materials to make their own. We are in the industry of putting logos on things, and we absolutely believe in the importance of distributors branding themselves as well. And being able to rebrand these pieces makes them look a lot more professional. We've also found that a distributor is going to be much more inclined to share and keep using something that you've created if it's branded for them. So our tools give you the ability to do that on their behalf, or for them to come do that on their own. Really powerful analytics that you get with this, so you can see who's creating what and what they're using, and you can pass that on to your sales team so that they can actually use those as leads to reach out to. So those are the core pieces of ZOOMcatalog that we wanted to mention today. Going into 2022, there is a much higher demand for digital catalogs. Our industry is changing, and these changes were happening long before COVID hit, but COVID has propelled suppliers towards digital, to consider cutting out print. So I want to talk a little bit about that and some of those trends. So last year was really crazy for everybody, and we were already working with a lot of our suppliers on their digital catalogs. With the shifts that happened with COVID, we got a lot of phone calls from suppliers who were looking to increase their digital strategy, looking to cut back on print, and asking what more they could do to make their catalogs better and increase the usage. So we really got a good grip on what's going on, what distributors want, and I will touch on that now. So how can you guys make your catalogs better, more interactive, and make it so distributors are excited and want to share them? So there's two parts to it. One is considering what to do when designing that catalog. And number two is what you can do when you have us make it digital. How can you make it more engaging? So for design trends, there's a couple that you might want to jot down and take into consideration. So the first is, if you are creating catalogs that you are not going to print, we highly recommend not using the traditional print graphic design strategy, which is usually putting as many products as you could fit on a page and kind of cramming things in there because having too many pages was expensive. Using smaller fonts to save space. All of these little things are not necessary with digital and actually can be detrimental to the experience ultimately. You want to think about somebody viewing your catalog on their phone. If phone is fairly small, they are going to be viewing it there. So bigger images, bigger fonts, less stuff per page is going to have a much better impact on the viewer, whether that is a distributor or end user. Now we have a couple blog posts on our blog regarding these design trends. If you're interested in reading more about them in depth, let us know and we'll send you the blog over. But that's a big takeaway. So consider what your catalog will look like on a phone and how you could design it a little bit differently than you did previously when you were printing your catalog. Another really big trend we're seeing is as people shift away from print catalogs, they are realizing it's a lot more affordable to do more. So traditionally back in the day, there was, each supplier would have one big catalog, their full line catalog with all their products. They would print this big catalog and send it out to everybody. Now what's happening is that with the requirement of not having to print, you can create more catalogs, distribute more catalogs, but not incur all of that additional cost. So suppliers are taking a look at their catalog, at their company, their line, their product categories, and figuring out how they can break up that big catalog into smaller, more targeted niche catalogs. These smaller pieces are going to be used more by distributors because they're more relevant. A good example is with SNS. So SNS has a really big full line catalog, and they have tons of different types of products, the products in different categories. And so what they've done is they've made a what's new guide, a winter guide, a fall guide. They've done one guide on a specific brand, which is Adidas. They got back to school, summer. So you can see they really thought beyond that full line catalog and made small catalogs, generally like 10 to 15 pages, maybe a little bit more, highlighting items that are relevant to that category. As a distributor, if I have a back to school event, I'm more likely to share a back to school catalog than I am a full line catalog. So while potentially you'll have less overall distributors using the catalog, those that are going to be way more engaged, be much more likely to buy. So these pieces, breaking them out can really hit your targets a lot better and give your distributors more reason to share them. So what you'll want to do is just chat with your marketing team, take a look at the specific areas that you're selling a lot in. Are people asking for your best sellers? Or are people asking you for products that are great for real estate? Or are people asking for products that are great in the fall? So there's seasonal, there's categorical, there's theme, there's product related. There's a lot of routes you can go. Now, I'm explaining it here, but we do have another blog post on the different type of breakout catalogs, but that should be number 2 on your list, is consider moving from one big catalog to small breakout catalogs. We do still recommend that full line catalog because it does have its time and its place, but including some breakout catalogs can be extremely effective. All right, so with that, I'm going to jump into a catalog and I'll show you some of the things you can do inside of your catalog as well. So I'm going to pull up a really great catalog here that we think was designed beautifully. So with this catalog, they really thought about the digital experience. So you can see, first of all, it's video enabled. So I've already touched on that. I can watch videos throughout this catalog as needed. The images are nice and big, so you can see when I'm browsing through here, it just looks really nice. They've also made it interactive. So they've included internal and external links. So internal links means that one page clicks and through to another page. So this is their table of contents. I can click on a section here and it'll jump over to the gift sets. So a really nice way to navigate this catalog. You can see design wise, they've ditched just like this small little list of sections. They've made it more graphical and pretty, and I can jump over to these items. You can also see they've done really nice big product images. So, if I looked at this on my phone, I would be able to read it. I'd see exactly what I'm looking at. So it just looks really, really nice. And I can, of course, as a distributor, snip off these images off the page to get myself an image that would be really great to share on social media or put on my website. The videos, as mentioned, is another big one. So these guys actually went beyond video. They also included links to the products on social media. They have the video play button. So for a quick list of things to do to make your catalog more interactive. 1, consider using links, internal links and external links. Number 2, if you have videos, consider putting videos throughout your catalog. 3, look at reducing how much stuff is on every page. So dedicate pages to a specific product rather than putting 8 products on each page. And number 4, just start thinking outside of the box. We've seen some really creative things that we really wouldn't have even thought of doing. So we've seen people put GIFs in their catalogs. They've actually designed images specifically for social and made it so you could click to save that image. So get creative. We're more than happy to advise and help you. But there's just so much more you can do with your catalog than just make this thing that you usually print. So think outside the box and make it a little bit more interactive. Another really good tip that I have, and some of the best or the catalogs that are used the most use the strategy, is when you are designing your catalog, rather than designing it for distributors, think about your audience being end users, so the distributor customers. The distributors want to take these catalogs and present them to their customers. So if your catalog has things like EQP and free setup and other, industry related terms, it's not going to make sense or be relevant to the end user. If you have your company name and your website URL and your phone number on every page or in there at all, again, distributors are not going to want to share that with their customer. So you want to think like a distributor and think about the end user. Think about what a distributor would be proud to put their logo on and send it on to their customer. So just shifting your perspective when you're starting to design your catalog can also help you really get a killer catalog that people are going to be excited and proud to share with their customers. So those are some of my biggest tips I wanted to mention today. I'm going to show you quickly on blog.zoomcatalog.com. We have some really, really helpful blog posts here. If you go up to the Going Digital section, these are, this page has some interviews we've done with industry suppliers on how they are shifting from print to digital. So you can watch these for some great insight. But you can also come to the bottom here, and this is where you're going to find these articles. So beyond the full line catalog, the design trends you should know, print versus digital, things to consider. These articles are priceless. They have a ton of information. So you could share these with your designers or use them in-house. But if you have an account rep with us, you could also shoot them an email and say, hey, share your top most helpful blogs. We'll be happy to get those to you as well. But if you want to navigate over here, that's just blog.zoomcatalog.com, and then you'll click Going Digital up in the header. All right, so we have a little bit more time left. I am not going to be presenting our other product today. We wanted to focus on distribution, going digital, moving from print. But I at least want to mention that we do have another product that is extremely exciting called Zoom Studio. Zoom Studio is a product that allows users to build catalogs and flyers using your products and images. So sneak peek, with Zoom Studio, a user can come here, they'll be able to name their design. We will hook your product database up to the tool. So now as a user, I can choose product layouts and I can actually build out a catalog. So I can do like holiday. I can add images here. So you guys as a supplier can actually populate images in here, like the catalog images we've been talking about. We also have Unsplash integration, so I can have actually a database of tons of great images, find the ones that work best for the catalog I'm creating. And then I can choose to build this out. So I can use a single page or double page spread. So you can see ultimately with this tool, you can actually build your entire catalog inside of our system. And the really cool thing about this is that it's going to be connected to your product data. So one of the biggest pain points we hear all the time from suppliers is just keeping their catalogs up to date. It can be really challenging with the supply chain issues that we're facing right now, with how volatile things are, product availability. So if you build your catalog within our system, it's all connected to your product data, so we can keep it up to date, and you don't have to go in there and make edits and submit a new PDF. But you can see as I'm talking here, I'm laying out this catalog. It's pulling in all of the latest information. It's just really quick and easy. You can search for items. I can choose color variations if they're available. Add them on. I know the pricing is current. You can see now I just did a whole spread, a cover page, and I can keep going. So I'm not going to do all of it because today's webinar is not dedicated to this, but if you're interested in learning more about Zoom Studio, we'd be happy to give you a walkthrough. Just ask your account rep, and if you don't have an account rep, just email us, we'll get you set up with one. But you can see now, I just within seconds got my catalog started. And whoever has this link can browse through it. Another really nice thing with it is that we enhance it with additional product information. So rather than trying to squeeze the description and the swatches and all the product images onto the page, The products are interactive, so we'll be able to load all the additional product information here. So I'm not going to go too much more into this product. There is a lot of amazing functionality coming with this. You'll be able to add video and GIFs. You'll have a little CRM where you can track where your pieces are going and what products people are clicking. You'll get notifications when things are viewed. So a lot of exciting stuff coming here, but I'm just going to end it there. But if you are interested in Zoom Studio, reach out. We'll give you a full demo and we can get you guys connected and set up with this tool. All right, so we have 3 minutes left for questions. So if you have any questions for me, please go ahead and type them in the chat box and I will answer those questions.